Sonic X Episode 33. I hate how the intro of the show is made of reused episode footage. Not only is it lazy compared to all the other cartoons, but it makes it harder to skip. Sonic goes to a damaged building in Station Square and hears him crying. At least this is showing some realistic consequences to chaos. And Chris's mom even says that all her lovely furniture was ruined. Stuart asks some kids to carry the rest of the supplies to the cafeteria, and Chris's dad wastes time checking on his son in a helicopter. I thought they were supposed to be neglectful parents. That was the whole joke with them in Sonic F. Of course, the second a mother cries because she thinks her son was drowned by the flood, Sonic shows up and brings him to her, instead of reality ensuing. I thought it happened a scene later at least. The president complains about being a pencil pusher and wishes he could be an active hero like Sonic. That's nice. He's told that some new robots will be made to fight Eggman and that they're hiring a new driver. Why? I hate that the secretary talks like she's only just now learned about who Sam is, when the government helped make a rocket-powered engine for his car in Fast Friends, and his connections let him have a shortcut. Chris's dad implies that some people are going to change houses for a while until they get things cleaned up. Like Chris is going to move to another school. Tails tells Chris that anytime he's lonely, he can call the Sonic characters up and get them to hang out with him. And Amy implies that he won't be living with them for 2 months. For some reason. Maybe that's why fans hate Chris. They're jealous that he gets to spend all his time with the Sonic characters. Like he's self-insert wish fulfillment for the audience. But then it turns out that Chris is going to keep living in the same mansion after this, so what is the point of some of the Sonic characters moving out? Where did they move out to? Was there a reason for why Chris changed schools? And why Stuart... Eggman complains about the government making new robots and plans to hack into their main computer to learn their new robot designs. The episode was feeling like padding until this point, though at least the Chris filler had the benefit of telling us there were consequences to the flood and there will be a change to the status quo. Eggman then discovers from hacking that this world was the one he was born in, because he sees Gerald Robotnik and learns he was his grandfather. Why is he surprised to learn this? He can't manage to find anything about Gerald Robotnik when he had no problem learning about the robot designs. Oh, never mind, he learns about Maria. Surprisingly, the government learns about Eggman's hacking and the exact thing he learned about right away. That doesn't seem realistic to me. And Eggman's robots download the Gerald file and delete the original file. Why did it take so long to delete a purely text-based file on Project Shadow? So Eggman finds his grandfather's diary on the database. What was the point of the government keeping Gerald's diary after he was executed for becoming evil? Logically, they'd see no need for keeping this file around. Then we see Rouge and the government talking about what happened to Sinico, and she's told to find out what Eggman wants with Shadow. And realistically, Sam pulls safely to the curb so he won't get in trouble with the government for driving recklessly like normal. And Rouge plans to get a Chaos Emerald to lure Eggman. Yeah, I'm sure that's her reason for getting it. This part of the episode feels like a redundant prequel to SA2. I could have assumed all this happened. At least the Chris filler where he's lonely without Sonic characters other than Cream is good for foreshadowing how he acted in the Season 2 finale. He re-experienced what it was like being all alone in his house without most of the Sonic characters. So he knows he hates it. Sonic takes way too long to realize it's Bokoon he's rescuing. Bokoon acts ungrateful because it's him who saved him and tells him not to ever rescue him again, acting like an unlikable brat saying he won't thank him. I really don't see the point of him acting like this. Is he just programmed to hate Sonic and he's unable to think outside his programming? Because he shook Tails' hand for defusing the missile. He has no reason to hate Sonic because he didn't do anything against him. And he hates working for Eggman. Scarlet goes up to someone who's very obviously Stuart in disguise, having replaced the newsmaker's boss somehow. He goes by a fake name and tells Scarlet to go find out about Project Shadow. Why is Scarlet reluctant to research the project? She's a reporter. She's reminded that her late father investigated the same project years ago. Why is she reluctant? He's not saying her father died trying to find out about the project. I'm interested that they're trying to give Scarlet her own subplot, make her sympathetic, but she was such an idiot before, so I can't take her seriously at all. Knuckles yells at someone to bring back the Master Emerald, as his lack of guardianship skills is being shown again, and Topaz finds the Chaos Emerald. He tells Rouge off for trying to steal the Master Emerald, and I guess Angel Island fell off screen. It's stupid that Knuckles just now learns that Rouge is Rouge when she's a Mobian who can fly like a bat. Who else would it be? And she flies away with the emerald ridiculously easily, with Topaz just letting her steal it no problem when that wasn't part of the mission. Rouge has got to have superhuman strength to be able to carry the Master Emerald below her like that. Eggman goes to infiltrate Iron Gate, and his robot sidekicks insist on going with him to prove themselves. Why do they care about that? I guess they're just programmed to want his approval, like he's a father figure to them. But he's obviously a bad guy, and they have free will because they insult him sometimes. Eggman shoots a laser, and the President's told that Eggman's attacking a secret lab on Prison Island. It's hard for this episode to keep my attention because it's so faithful to the plot of the game with the basic plot points. At least with this being a prequel, I'm getting at least something new out of this, but it's still really dragging out. We're not seeing Eggman go past some robots with his egg walker and shoot them until he goes to start hacking. And even then, he's not using an egg walker. He's using the regular Eggmobile. The egg walker was a part of SC2's identity, and the Eggmobile's just generic. A bunch of smoke comes out of Shadow's pod as it opens, and I have no idea why. At least the smoke being here tries to justify why he mistakes Shadow for Sonic at first. So this episode was the start of the Sonic Adventure 2 adaptation. Seriously, why do these adaptations have to exist instead of original plots? Really, it was just there to explain why Rouge was sent after Eggman to go spy on him. Also, there are pointless original scenes, like Scarlet's going to pointlessly research Project Shadow, and Stuart is with her from an extreme contrivance. And Chris is lonely after the Sonic characters leave his house for some poorly explained reason. I mean, Chris's mom said that some of her furniture was damaged by the flood, but if the flood did it, I think all of the house would be damaged, and they'd have to get a new house. But that would require learning how to draw and animate a different mansion for Chris. So of course he stays in the same house. It's unacceptable that we don't learn where characters like Amy, Tails, and Sonic are going to move to. Where are they going to live now? Tails' workshop? We saw Amy buying groceries earlier, so was she buying them for Chris's family? The plot felt pointless because I already know it from the game. Eggman finds out about his genius grandfather and goes to research him and discovers Shadow, because apparently he didn't know about his own grandfather before. The end. I hate that they had no exciting action when Eggman was storming Iron Gate. I thought he'd blast a whole bunch of robots, and yet he doesn't even have the Egg Walker. They're extremely faithful to the games with no originality, right up to the point where they're expected to animate Eggman shooting at robots.